Hi everyone. I am going to kind of give you an inside look on how best to utilize Duolingo during this time. As you can see, I have one of my accounts up right now. This is my teacher account, which as you can see does not have much activity on it, but I can assure you my own personal one has many levels already completed. So, first off, we're just going to go through, to begin with, the activities that you can do through the lessons. So we have intro here, and one of the first things that you can do is you can kind of start to go through what you might be learning in this lesson that you're about to take. For example, this is the introduction, and it's going to go over feminine and masculine nouns, so gender. It is also going to go over the fact that not everything that you might think will be feminine or masculine, such as el pan, the bread, is actually masculine, and la manzana is feminine. Then you also go over conjugations. This is the verb ser. It means to be. The verb estar also means to be, but we're not going over that right now. These are the different conjugations. And then yo soy una niña, tú eres un niño, I am a girl, you are a boy. That's just some of the stuff that you're going to find out in the tips. Now, this isn't just for intro. It's also there for phrases. It's there for every lesson and every skill you are going to learn. So let's go through the intro. So Duolingo varies in what activities you need to accomplish to complete the lesson. There is identification of images, so therefore bread is el pan. And there we go, we are correct. Once again, identification, the milk, la leche.
¿Tú comes manzanas?
Tú comes manzanas. Now we need to click the correct boxes to complete this sentence in English. Now, one of the things that you can do is if you don't know what comes means, one of the things that you can do, you can see that it's underlined as well.
Comes.
You can scroll over it and you can see what the word means. Manzanas means apples. Tú means you, so tú comes manzanas, and it's a question, so you're going to be asking, do you eat apples? And there we go. The water is el agua. And once again, we need to write this in English. I don't know what bebe means, so therefore, I do know what it means. So therefore, we go over, it means drinks. So, the man drinks water. Now, we need to do it the opposite way, writing it in Spanish. I know that yo is I, beber is to drink, so therefore it's yo bebo, tú bebes, el bebe. I drink milk. But let's see, what's going to happen if I don't know how to say milk? Oh no, I got it wrong. But it says at the bottom here what the correct solution is, what the correct answer is. Therefore, I should have done leche instead of milk. Leche instead of agua. So, look, it's towards the end, so it's going to ask me that one more time. Let's see if I got it this time.
Leche.
Yo bebo leche. Incorrect. Sometimes it takes a while. But there we go. We've completed our lesson. We've learned 10 XP. You do have the opportunity to review the lesson, see what you got right, see what you got wrong. I don't know if that's something that you can do on the mobile app. And now I'm on to level 1 of the introduction. Continuing on, let's see. Once again, still the same tips. Now, one thing that you can do, you have the key here. This gives you a test to, instead of taking all 3 or 4, whatever, how many lessons it takes to take to level 2, then what you would do is you take this big test and then you jump out into level 2 instead of staying at level 1 and completing 5 lessons. No, that's incorrect, sorry. Another thing you have is practice. This is a whole lesson on words that you've learned so far from all of these different skills right here. And once you complete them, you take a checkpoint, which is when it goes over all of the information that you've learned from intro, phrases, travel, restaurant, family, shopping, school, and people. It combines those into pretty much one massive unit test. And you need to pass that in order to start unlocking everything in the next section. Now, another thing that you can do is you can set your daily goal. As you can see right now, I haven't really changed my goal, but you can go to edit goal. Basic is almost nothing. Casual is going to be about 1 lesson per day, depending on how accurate you are in your answers. Regular is going to be about 2 lessons per day or so, and obviously it'll keep going up because you've seen how many points you generally earn per lesson. Another way that you can utilize this to learn another language is through Duolingo Stories. I don't know why it's not showing. Here we go, Duolingo Stories. Now, this is where you can learn points through listening to mini stories. So I'm just gonna give an example of what that is. We're gonna do good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos dias.
Héctor está en casa con su esposa María.
And again, you can still roll over in case you don't know what something like esposa means.
Buenos días, María.
Then you have your characters coming in, and then it'll ask,
¿Dónde está mi libro de inglés? ¿Perdón? Tengo un examen de inglés en la universidad.
so it'll have you select a missing phrase from a sentence that you've just heard.
Necesito mi libro.
And you earn points for every correct answer, as we should know.
Amor, estoy cansada. ¿Quieres café? Sí, por favor.
Con o sin leche, with or without milk.
Leche. Aquí está. María, ponle azúcar en el café. Ella bebe su café. ¡Ay, no! ¡Eso es sal!
Oh no, she poured salt in instead.
María, estás muy cansada. Sí, necesito más café. Con azúcar, no con sal.
So it asks what happened, and then at the end, it asks you questions about the vocabulary that you've heard throughout the story. And that's even more XP that you could possibly learn. Now, another thing that you could use to do more Spanish comprehension while you're away is Duolingo Podcast. This is a bit more of a new construct, not as new as stories, but still definitely newer. You can go to podcast.duolingo.com. Obviously, we're learning Spanish, so we're going to click on Spanish. And as you can see, there are 49 podcast episodes that you can run through at this point. And they are in both English and Spanish. And as you can see, you can listen online here. You can also listen on Apple Podcasts. Pretty much anywhere that you can listen to a podcast, it is available. You have a transcript, so that's going to be in both English and Spanish, kind of guiding you through the podcast. But another way that you can listen is through YouTube, and it has all of the podcasts and the transcript, the captions will be on the screen. So that is just some things that you can do, some ways to learn more. The more you do, the more XP, the more points. Obviously, listening to a podcast won't get you any points, but that is something that can be easily listened to while you're doing something else. But I hope that has been helpful. I know it's a bit longer than I expected, but I hope that for those in the class that are new to Duolingo, that this has been something that is helpful to you. Bye. Adios.